Hello, and welcome to my first episode of the van life cooking series that I call One Pan in a Van. What's the plan? The plan today is to make chicken quesadilla. My name is Dawn. If you don't know me, I am the author of the Daphne the Blind Dog series of children's books, and I live in a van in order to travel across the country to share my children's books. My little dog Maxwell is in his crate for his own safety, so you might hear him once in a while. Hey! Maxwell! Good grief, mister! Do you want to be in your chair instead? Come here. Come on. Oh, come on, you grumpy boy. You grumpy boy. Do you want to go in your chair? Come on. All right. I did it. For our ingredients, we have tortillas, chicken, cheese, green onion, sour cream, and salsa. I also have a quesadilla seasoning mix. Now, it is a little bit hard to find. The ingredients are mainly onion powder, garlic powder, salt, that type of thing. So if you can't find something like this, then you can just add your own types of seasonings, whatever it is that you like. I am parked on a slant today, so I am going to put a couple of paint sticks underneath the one side of my cooktop to level it out. There we go. I'm going to actually put this in the pan so I don't have to move it. You want cheese on both the bottom and the top because it helps everything stick together. Now, I used the small tortilla shells because I'm just one person, I'm small. That is what fits in my cupboard and in the pan. I shredded my cheese in advance. I used the Tupperware brand cheese grater, and although it's a little bit big and bulky for storage in the van, it is the best one I've ever used. So it sits stable on the countertop with a grip, and as you're shredding, it fills up in this container which has measurements down the side so that you have an idea of how much cheese you have. I need to cut up the chicken, and my preference is to use kitchen scissors. Kitchen scissors are specifically serrated on one edge, and they come apart so that you can wash them like knives, and they are a handy dandy thing to have. So I'm just gonna cut some chicken like that. Now, I bought the chicken already cooked and pulled because I don't have the facilities to be cooking chicken, so makes sense to me. It's a little bit expensive. So I'm cutting up the chicken and putting it in the pan because I need to cook the seasoning mix with it. Another tip is, in a small space, it is best to use square containers because your cupboards are square, your fridge is square, and then you don't have empty space that is wasted around round containers. Also, I label just about everything, and I just use green tape and a Sharpie marker, and that stays stuck whether it's in the fridge or the freezer or whatever. So for the seasoning mix, it says to boil it with half a cup of water. Maxwell, oh my goodness. You grumpy boy. And what is your problem, sir? What is your problem? All right, come here. Come here. Time to pacify a dog. While the chicken's boiling, he wants some chicken and he can't have it. Hey? No, 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 no. All right, you go in your bed. Go in your bed. Come on. Oh, we have some onion to cut. So let's see, the green onion is wrapped in paper towel that I sprayed with water and stored it in the produce bag from the grocery store. Maxwell, oh my goodness, sir. Ah! Okay, so sometimes that happens when you're cooking on a slant. I really like knives that come with a sharpener because you really should sharpen your knife every time you use it. Make sure one onion is going to be plenty. This keeps the onion fresh for quite some time. I haven't timed it yet or anything, but I'm only one person. How many onions can I eat? And of course I have that labeled. The pans I have detachable, attachable handles, which is great for storage. I'm going to just pour this into the bowl. He does not usually bark so much, but boy, when I'm cooking, he has a fit. Alright, I'm just going to wipe this out. Okay, so back to this. Cheese covered tortilla on there first. Not more cheese. It needs to stick. We want cheese at the edges. Alright. And then I'm not going to put so much liquid on. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm going to get some at the edges because, you know. Alright. And some green onion. And then, of course, we were going to top with cheese so that it helps the top side to stick. That on top. Now we want this to heat both sides, so we're putting the, let me take that off so that the lid seals. Put the chicken and the onion, mix it together for in the fridge. So probably that's going to be good for 2 tortillas. Better check on this. Oh, yeah, it's getting dark under there. So we want to flip it over and hope the heck it stays in place. Oh, it's a little bit dark on the inside. Alright, maybe I've got too high of heat. Okay, so let's get this. Half in one. Just going to split it up evenly. Keep a closer eye, huh? Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, it's getting juicy. Not enough hands. Not enough places to put stuff. Alright, here we go. Alright, that's cooling itself off. This needs to cool off for a minute. Okay, what am I using? I want a serrated knife, I think works best for this. If I had a pizza cutter in the van, I would use that. I'm cutting this into pretty small pieces because I'm cutting it into 6 because this is messy to eat. little nimble. I like to have both salsa and sour cream on my quesadilla. So I could dip it, but I'd rather just have it right on there. So put some on. Oh my goodness, that dog. And sour cream. That's not going very well here. Now, quesadilla is pub food, so I do recommend pairing it with your beverage of choice. Now it is time to sit and enjoy. If you enjoyed this episode, if you enjoy your quesadilla, then be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know when I post another episode of One Pan in a Van. What's the plan?